To start our lesson on logarithm. So just as I talked about the lessons on indices, logarithm also has rules. So if you are able to have all the rules of logarithm here, you will be able to solve every question. So like I said, any question that you are faced with, just look at the question and you smile at the question. Like you have seen a lady, and then you look at the lady and you think things in your mind about the lady. It's okay. So this question is very nice. This question seems to have tall things in the question, but when I look at the question, the ears of the question looks like this. So if I should be able to touch the ears in this way, I will be able to get the question at its weak points. So you just have to target the question at the weak points. So one of the rules of logarithm is this. Okay. Well, assuming I have log to the same base, so let's say log to the base a, then log b base a, then log a c. So now we see that the bases are the same. When we have something like this, the rule says that since we have the same base, we just multiply this and this. And this is something like reciprocal. So it means anytime I see log a, b, c, I can write it as this. Anytime I see log a, b plus log a, c, I can also write it as this. So now, since we've done that of addition, let's look at the opposite. If I have minus, so if this is multiplying, then the minus obviously will divide. So I have b over c. So anytime you have log a, b over c, note this whole thing is in brackets. Then you can write it as this. Or when you have this one, you can write it as this. One other rule of logarithm is when you have log a, b, then this one is exponent n, you can write it as n log ab. You should also have that one in your mind. And now there are cases that you may be asked to find some form of an unknown variable. So assume I have like log a b equal to x. Then they ask me to find x. How I can find x is just give this a to this. So we'll make it like this one. Go and push this. So you have b will be equal to a exponent x, a exponent x, a exponent x. So out of this we can coin. So this, let's say this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. You can coin another rule. Log a, log 1. What should the answer be? So log 1 is always equal to 0. So let's try. So log of any value here, log 1 to any base will be 0. Why? Because so from this, a exponent 0 will always be 1. So log 1 to any base will give you 0. Will give you 0. Okay. So what other rule again can I talk about? Let me see if I can recall any other rule that I can talk about. Basically, these are the rules that stress out in logarithm. Logarithm. Okay, so we can also have a case that you may be asked to change base. So assume I have log a, b, and they ask me to change this 1 to say log change to base c. I will just have it to be log cb over log cca. So that's how I change base in logarithm. Okay, so we'll end here, and the next video we'll take example of indices and logarithm question. We solve the whole question applying the laws, and then we call it a topic. Indices and logarithm. Then we'll look at a different topic. Okay, thank you.